So the tip of the day would be stop being polite with women. Stop it. It's just useless. You won't have any result if you act like a gentleman all the time. Because why that? Like when you're too polite with a woman, she will think that you're submissive. She will think that you're a submissive guy. She won't respect you. And what I'm saying, don't be polite with women, it doesn't mean be vulgar. I don't say that. I say be yourself. If you need to say fuck or say shit for any reason, just say it. You know? Even if you're on a very romantic date. Because women crave for men which are confident. And if you allow yourself not being polite, especially when a woman is kind of poshy, you know? You know, she's very poshy and you feel that you need to act like a gentleman with her, to be very clean, to play the game of the educated guy, showing some references and stuff, and she will just think that she have control. She will think that you're here for her, and you're craving for her, and you're waiting for that she does approve. Whatever. Trust me, guy. Just useless being polite. If you're dating a woman which is very pushy, make just fun of her. Bust her balls. Say something to her like, oh what, like, are you living in the 18th century or something? Like, you know what I mean. Sometimes, on not being polite, you will fuck up your date, you know? Because the woman will think like, oh, he's not enough good for me, he's not enough educated and stuff. But when you score, probably you score for real. Because there's something, when a woman does feel that you're confident, she will trust you, you know? If she feels that you doesn't need her approval to be yourself, she will feel secured. You can be gentle, you can be kind, if you feel being kind, you know? If you're touched by a woman and you feel like being gentle with her, why not? It's cool. It's cool to be gentle. But if something around you annoys you for any reason, and you feel like, oh, fuck that crap, you know, like saying something like, just say it. You know about a lady, like women, they don't love a good guy, you know. I mean, if you're playing the good guy, a woman would be interested by you only if she feels that you could be her provider. And you don't want to be her provider because you just want to be loved and respected by a woman, do you? Sure. Busting the balls of a woman is cool. And if she doesn't accept it, if a woman doesn't accept that you do bust her balls, then think twice about this woman, you know? Like, maybe she's waiting for something, and maybe this is not you. Maybe this is something that you got. Could be about your money or anything, you know? It's important to be natural, spontaneous. So it's important to be sometimes just unpolite. Better to be unpolite and poetic than being boring and polite. There's a rule, a very important rule. Never be aggressive, never. Because a man who's aggressive is a man who's afraid. You know, if you're aggressive, a woman would know that you're afraid, you're a pussy, you cannot protect her, you're not strong. So never be aggressive, but you could be rude with a woman. It's okay. Don't think that women are fragile, because they're not. Women are strong, stronger than the guys. Women seems to be delicate, and sometimes they are, but it's just inherent to the feminine nature to be brutal, because life is brutal when you're a woman, you know? So they need to be brutal. It's important to deal with a woman as you're equal to her, you know? Like, whatever her age, whatever she's young or old, it doesn't matter, you know? You can be like older. Don't try to be like protective and acting as she was like a piece of glass. No. Better to act that way, like if you were her buddy. I mean, cool buddy, direct, honest, loyal. So brutal sometimes, not aggressive because you're a friend. So a cool guy won't be afraid to say bad words because he's confident. And you want to be this guy, confident guy. You're not in a rush. You're not trying to impress her, never. You just be yourself and you do enjoy yourself. So you can make fun of her and make fun of yourself. Because after all, you can have as much women as you want. There are so many women in the world. The source got no limit. So you're not in a rush. And maybe you should be comfortable talking about sex. Maybe her experiences, yours. Because it's cool to be sincere. And when you're spending time with a woman, let's be honest, like you're thinking about that, and guess what, like she's thinking about that too. So, on my opinion, not turning around the bush is cool. And it's cool as well to talk about sex in a funny way. Because you're gonna have fun together. It's not serious. It's not so serious. And there's no reason to have some fear about. And it's cool to ask direct questions like, what do you like? What do you prefer? What do you prefer on sex? Are you bisexual? So yes, it's cool to ask shocking questions on a cool and smoothie way. Just remember, you don't want to be aggressive. Never. So yes, like asking shocking question to a woman is unpolite, indeed, but it's cool. Most of the time, like when a woman go on a date, she's dating a guy which is like, you know, try to be as clean, as gentle, listening, be very focused on this date and stuff. So maybe sometime he could succeed, but this guy wouldn't impress the woman, you know? It could be this guy or anyone else. If you dare to be yourself, to be direct, shocking sometime, you could lose. But when you win, you just score, you know, because ultimately you want a woman to fall in love with you, do you? Most important for a woman, it's like having emotions, and sometimes strong emotions. So you should be surprising. If you were so predictable, a woman wouldn't have any esteem for you. The best when you're on a date is just talking about what comes up in your mind and not thinking, not trying to be careful about what you're saying. It just goes like that, like a flow. Pretend you're stupid and you just say what comes up in your mind. There's some charm in it, some deep charm. Because a man which is like outrageously spontaneous is charming and trustable because he says the truth. He doesn't try to hide his fault. This is cool.